You're listening to a Frequency Podcast Network production.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Welcome to Tuesday. My name is Brock.
I'm Dalby.
I want to say sorry for bailing yesterday.
Oh, that's all right, buddy. You feeling better today?
I'm good. Well, I mean, I guess like you're the only one who knows because you see me on a daily basis, but I've been dealing with these like lumps and bumps on my neck the past couple of weeks, right?
Yeah, man.
I had this like gnarly cyst on the back of my neck. Then I had like this other thing going into the side of my neck, and I've been like in and out of the hospital a lot lately.
Been sitting over here looking like the Toxic Avenger.
Yeah, pretty much. So yesterday, I had to, and apologies if this is gross. I know some people are into this kind of stuff, but like the cyst on my neck was like the size of a softball.
Crazy.
It was disgusting.
And so they finally, they took care of the problem for you?
I went under the knife, I got it drained, and dude, before they get going, the doctor comes and he goes, "You okay if you have an audience with this?" Which I assume, I'm like, oh, maybe this is students or something.
Right. A lot of times if like a doctor is working with new doctors or interns or whatever, they'll have them check in on performances.
No,
so they
it was
know.
just two nurses that wanted to watch this sucker get drained.
No.
Yeah, I was like, I turned and I was like, oh, and they're like, the one girl goes, "This is my favorite part of my job."
Oh, they watch pimple popper videos for sure.
People love that. So I'm like face first down on this table as this guy's like, you know, putting the knife in me and whatever.
Getting
and
to it, yeah.
Squeezing everything out. And it goes from like, ooh. And then by the end, the guy goes, "I think that's about it." And the one nurse goes, "That's it, eh?"
Wow, you got judged.
And I was like sitting there being like, it wasn't enough. Like that wasn't good enough for you. Felt good enough for me.
Listen, you don't have to be embarrassed. It happens to a lot of guys. Sometimes there's just expectations are too high.
She full on said, she said, "I thought there was going to be more." And I was like, oh, God. Like, give me my shirt. Like, I felt uncomfortable.
Stop looking at me. Get out of the room. I'm sorry I let you down.
Oh, I'm sorry I wasn't infected enough for you.
It really does go to show how male brains work, though, that like we can get defensive about something like our cysts not being full enough.
Oh, I felt so insecure. I was like, give me like a week. Let me get infected. I'll come back. It could be better.
Listen, I just won't cash in I've been taking some antibiotics. I just won't do that anymore. We'll try again.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
You can get away with a lot of stuff if you're just driving in your own vehicle, because unless it has some crazy bumper sticker or something identifying, nobody knows who you are. And it's always funny to see somebody who's in like a work truck that has the logo on the side or the phone number in the back, doing things like speeding, cutting you off, just being a dick.
Dude, the odd time that I have to drive the station truck around, I have to remember that I'm in like a logoed vehicle and have to like bite my tongue and watch my fingers.
You're driving in an advertisement. You can't start honking at people no matter how much they deserve it. But I think I saw a video yesterday that takes the cake for the dumbest thing you can do in a work truck. It was a video from a gas station posting this dude, putting him on blast. They caught him on security camera in the gas station shoplifting snacks.
Okay.
Like a couple of packets of like cracker snacks or something like that. Throwing
pocket stuffing.
Which is so dumb because it's like $3 worth of snacks
Sure,
he stole.
yeah.
But they go outside to confront him, right? Once you leave the store, now it's officially shoplifting. They follow him outside and he goes to a work truck. The gas station had to blur the logo. It was so big on the side of the truck. They were like, "You're stealing in your company truck." The guy's like, "I didn't steal nothing. Shut up. I'll pay you. Just leave me alone. Don't tell anybody." And then they were like, "We're calling the cops. Like, you have to stick around." And he jumped in the work truck and drove off. Like, but they know
where to find you.
They know where to go to get you after this.
Dude, I see a lot of fellas go out drinking with like their work clothes on and like kind of causing a bit of a ruckus when you're at the bar. And I'm like, hey, maybe leave the work apparel at home.
That's just it. You gotta keep a change of clothes in the car if you're gonna get in one tonight.
I will say with work vehicle stuff, I always do find it funny watching guys try and like go out of their way to park so they can go have like pints like while at work.
Right.
Like there's Montanas that are close by Canadian Tires, and you watch them like park in front of the Canadian, because a lot of these vehicles have like a GPS system or whatever, right?
Yeah. They don't want the monitoring service to know that they went for an afternoon, you know?
Oh, you're at Canadian Tire for 45 minutes there? Okay, yeah. No, that checks out. It makes sense, right?
Sometimes it's really hard to find one of those red shirts to help you to get the things that you came here for.
Yeah.
I had to wander around forever just looking for someone to help me cut a key.
But I mean, besides stealing and stuff like that, I understand if you're in the work vehicle, sometimes you just forget, like you're in a whole thing wrapped in logos.
Yeah,
you know?
man.
Like,
I think the worst thing that I ever saw, because obviously, like you said, with radio stations, every radio station has some sort of logoed vehicle. The worst one I ever saw was one of my first radio stations I worked at in Edmonton. Buddy was driving around in our station vehicle, hacking a dart with it like hanging out the window.
yeah.
With a pregnant woman in the passenger seat. He pulled
For the
up-
radio station?
Yeah. We had a girl. She was working on our promo team, and then she got pregnant. And she was working out until like maternity leave. And yeah, she was in the vehicle. They were driving back from a concert or something. And he just lit up a dart as they were driving.
Would have been sick if like the station slogan was like 70s, 80s, and 90s. We bring you all the hits.
We're going back to the good old days.
Smoking with the windows rolled up.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Trevor, what's the dumbest thing you've ever seen someone do in a work truck, my man?
Someone cut me off the end of a passing lane while I was pulling my camper, and their phone number was on the tailgate of the truck. So I called them and told them off.
Did you end up getting the guy in the truck?
Yeah, it was his own company, his own cell phone number on the tailgate. Best part is he cut me off the passing lane, and then I followed him for 20 minutes. He never got any farther ahead, so what was the point?
And now you know who your new contractor is.
That's right.
Yeah, not him.
It's funny because I was saying the same thing with like the guys that you see like drinking at the bar or whatever in their work clothes, and it's like you're like, this is exactly who I want to hire for my place,
Right.
you know?
Well, at least you know you could have a drink with him after the fact.
Hey, I do want to clarify. If I see you in your work clothes after 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock drinking, round of applause. You've earned it. all right?
Yeah. You made it here. You deserve this.
If I see you slugging back like 4 or 5 Miller Lights at like 12:30, 1 o'clock, I'm probably not going to want to hire you.
The old liquid lunch, you might be fun to hang out with, but not if I'm footing the bill.
Lots of great work vehicle stories coming in on the text line here at 762-555. The amount of people that say that they see people who pick up drugs in their company trucks in their neighborhood all the time. Carl texting in at 762-555 and says, buddy got in trouble for using the ladder fully extended on top of a roofing van as a diving board at the local swimming hole.
Is it bad that that's actually one where I'm like, I might hire these people?
That guy sounds sick.
He seem like good people to have around.
He sounds
you know?
like he's figured out the lunch break, honestly.
Honest to God. Also, we do see some people, sort of like Trevor was saying, when you end up getting a hold of the boss of the company. This one text here says that my foreman at the time got caught doing donuts in the Walmart parking lot and caught an impaired in his work truck. He is not our foreman anymore.
Oh, you don't say, eh?
Tough to survive that moment.
On the other end, we got a text in here at 762-555. It said, there's a buddy at my work that was trying to impress a girl, so he took the truck mudding. Turns out he got buried right in front of our boss's house.
Oh.
I mean, it's kind of like clutch because, like, if there's any place that you want the car to get, like, ditched at, it's
Right.
close by your boss. But if there's any place you don't want it to happen at, it's by your boss's house.
It's nice that you can go knock on the door. Hey, how are you doing? How was your weekend? Can you help me get the truck out of the mud? But yeah, also, you're probably in a meeting on Monday.
Dude, someone just texted in and said we had one of our employees of a custom home building company breaking into cars with our company t-shirt on. The police called my boss and asked if we knew who this guy was.
That's always the best when you see like police like, we need help identifying this person in this very unique and easy to find t-shirt.
Here's the thing I'm learning this morning. If there's a company in town that you hate,
Yeah.
get their shirts. Put it on your truck.
Go on a rampage.
Do bad stuff in that.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
do it in your companies. Do it in your rival companies.
Bury their reputation while you get to have fun.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
You know the company Post Media? They own the National Post. They own the Sun newspapers,
Yeah.
the Journals, the Stars all across Canada. They have made an announcement that starting in June through August, they figure is about how long it'll take, they're going to phase themselves out of the flyer business, like the junk mail business.
No more flyers?
Well, so no more altogether. Apparently the flyers that they do are the ones like you see in the newspapers, or if you've ever gotten just like a bundle of flyers delivered to your house by the paperboy.
Go through them every single week.
No, you don't.
Yes.
Well, you are the only one. You're the flyer guy?
I am not the only one that's going through flyers. I know this for a fact. In this economy, you're stupid if you're not going through the flyers.
No, it's not that we shouldn't be looking for deals. They're all on the internet. We don't need a bundle of recycling to land on our doorstep.
I disagree. There's different ones that you can find in the actual flyer. I'm telling you, I know there's other flyer buyers out there right now listening. I'm not the only one who does this.
Bummer news for you, brother. Those are going away.
That's stupid.
By the end of the summer. And that's exactly what they said. They said they're going to be working with like the companies that they do flyers for to work on more digital stuff because so many flyers go right from mailbox, newspaper, bundle on
Straight
the driveway,
recycling bin.
Right into the bin. They're saying it's a waste of effort and money and paper and all that other stuff. So they're getting out.
I totally understand why they're doing it, but I'm telling you, if you are not looking at flyers, you're missing out on better deals than the ones that are on the apps there.
I can't even remember the last time. You know when I stopped looking at flyers? I can actually pinpoint pretty much the era when two could no longer dine for $9.99.
Yeah, that's true.
That was it. I used to get the McDonald's flyers, the KFC flyers, A&W, all the big, like when I lived in Edmonton, and all those little cards that you could clip out the different coupons would come in the mail. I would go through absolutely every single one of them to see which ones I could use. And then it became two can dine for friggin' $29.99. Now all the flyers go in the garbage.
You know, it used to bug me all the time when like my dad would like cut out, because he's the cheap one in my family. It's like he used to cut out everything. We'd go to the grocery store and I'd feel embarrassed standing there in line.
Oh yeah.
But it's like the older I've gotten, and like I said, the way that this world is,
you get
like,
it now.
You kind of like, if you're not using coupons at the grocery store, I assume that you're rich.
Yeah. If you just walk in, you don't have the Optimum card, or you don't have the Moi card.
If you're not collecting any points or not using any coupons, you must be Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah. Is your driver bringing the limo around to pick up your groceries for you?
You've probably never taken a penny before in your life. You've only left them, I assume.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
According to a new study, it says you need to go on vacation every 2 months to recover from work and stress, or else it'll be very detrimental to your body.
Yeah, that sounds like a study commissioned by a travel agency.
Right?
Every 2 months? I can't afford to go on one a year.
They say a vacation every 2 months helps prevent burnout, lower cortisol levels, and maintain consistent mental and physical recovery throughout the year. Every 2 months is wild. Like Expedia.ca must have done this.
I don't have the vacation days to take a 3-day weekend every 2 months. Never mind go on an actual trip. Get out of here. What a tone deaf survey in this economy. Gas prices are plunging towards $2, but you should go on a trip.
I know we talk about a lot of stupid scientific studies that they do, but it is funny where they say scientists found that people tend to feel their happiness before the trip, and they tend to feel most depressed coming back from the trip. Yeah, because the whole excitement is I'm getting away from everything.
And now I have to come back.
And I'm coming back, yeah.
Like, who was paid to answer questions that were already answered?
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
There's a good chance if you have a landlord, you probably don't like them. And there's a good chance if you have a Ring doorbell camera or anything like that, you've seen some wild stuff on it.
Oh, I mean, it's half of the internet's content these days.
Well, what if you caught your landlord doing something on your Ring camera? A Michigan landlord is in trouble after tenants caught him getting jiggy with it.
In their house?
In their house. Here, listen to this. There's a full like Fox News report on this. This lady really paints the picture perfectly. Have a listen to this.
Their landlord was supposed to be removing dead birds from the attic. Ooh. Instead, he was giving a lesson on the birds and the bees on camera.
So right now we're kind of standing at the scene of the crime. What did you guys do? Did you clean before you?
Most definitely. My wife, she's germophobic, so I had to most definitely clean it before she even stepped in anywhere in this house, period.
It allegedly happened Monday in Westland while Javon Crawford and his wife were in the hospital with his sick grandma.
She
His wife started getting alerts from their security cameras on her phone.
She just pointed the phone to me, and I seen him just doing what he was doing right here in our house.
Was it live?
It was live footage.
Oh my God.
Time stamped and everything.
Bonnet down, legs up for about an hour.
Wow, for an hour.
The video is crazy. He's just full up, got like legs up. They're right by the camera. I don't know how he didn't notice it either.
Yeah, it's one of those cameras. We have the same kind of camera in the house just to like check up on the dog if no one's been home for a couple hours. Like, they're not inconspicuous. There's a light that comes on anytime you use it. I mean, I guess he was otherwise occupied. He was distracted.
I mean, here's the thing. This guy's obviously done something like this before, right? Like,
there's no way with that kind of casual hour-long performance that this is the first time.
They also claim that apparently he made a sandwich and he just walked around the place for a bit while naked there. I mean, like, I'm not paying rent next month, right?
Well, I would have to assume at this point there's probably a lawsuit coming. This may not be his house for much longer. They may no longer be renting. They may be owning this house by the end of it.
I wonder how it would break down in a court, because I feel like as a landlord, like if they have the proper documents, you got to give like certain notice before coming in. And I mean, I just feel like you can't have sex with someone in someone else's place.
That's just it. Is regardless of any kind of agreement, because what did it say at the beginning? That he was there to clean dead birds out of the attic, which also, what?
Yeah.
What are we doing? Like, you're allowed to come in, do the job of the maintenance that you're there for, and then go. I'm fairly certain there is no tenant act anywhere on this planet that's like, and listen, if you need a little afternoon delight, you get yours.
Who's this lady, too?
Where's she come from?
That's the other thing I'd want to know. Like, who is this lady that's in my house?
Imagine being her and he's like, I'm going to take you somewhere special today. It's the house of someone I rent to.
You know what? Terrible landlord, but apparently amazing lover. He spent an hour in there?
An hour! Damn! And then made sandwiches after for everybody.
On paper. Sounds like a great hookup.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
All right, Matt, you got a bad landlord story? Let's hear it, buddy.
I just lay down and I start to hear dripping beside me.
Oh.
And I'm trying to figure out what it is, and it's coming through the vent, and I'm like smelling it. It smells like tuna, and I'm like, what is going on? And so I go up to the landlords, and I'm like, I don't know if like a cat bowl fell over or something, and he's like, oh no, and he goes into the bedroom, which was directly above mine, and his cat, it had peed into the vent.
No.
And because it was so old, I thought it was like the food was just running through it. So it smelled like tuna water, but it was actually cat piss.
Oh God.
And he refused to pay for cleaning or new pillows or anything.
On what basis? How does he possibly think that's not his fault?
He's like, yeah, sorry about that. I'm like, okay, so can you do anything about it? He's like, well,
because
no,
I'm sleeping
not
on
really.
cat pee now, yeah.
Yeah. So the rest of my day I spent cleaning my pillows and my blankets because it had gotten everywhere by the time I'd figured out what the hell was going on. Yeah. So yeah, that's my rental story.
At first I was like, oh man, what a shit. Like, you can't control cats. These things happen. What a bummer.
The fact that he didn't do anything.
Now I'm fully anti-landlord.
No pun intended. That pisses me off. Here's the thing, is that as a tenant, if you had done that, that's grounds for not getting your damage deposit back. But as a landlord, it's fine.
Yeah. Oh, hey, listen, cats do what cats do. You want the money, you talk to the cat. What are you talking about?
Now, whenever we are looking for stories like this, there's one friend of the show that we know we can always rely on. You know, we ask about a bad landlord. A friend of the show, Bad Luck Becky, automatically has a story for us. Bad Luck Becky, if you don't mind, could you please share your landlord story?
I came home from work one day and I jumped in the shower, which was a stand-up shower, glass doors. I lived in a basement apartment.
Okay.
And I turned around and my landlord was standing in the doorway watching me.
Oh.
Just staring at you?
Yes. So I started screaming at him and I was like, what the F are you doing in here? And I heard the water pump running. Dude, look out the window. My car's in the driveway.
I heard the water pump running. I didn't know what it could possibly be.
right? And how long was he watching me? I don't know.
Now, where did we go from here with the landlord after that?
Well, that wasn't even the end of it. I came home one night and my dog was missing.
Oh.
What?
And yeah, he came into my apartment to let my dog out for a pee, and he was so drunk he forgot to put her back in her crate.
Oh, my God.
So I started sleeping with a golf club beside my bed because he'd yell down through the vents during the night and ask me to go pick him up at McDonald's.
What an absolute nightmare.
Sounds like less of a landlord and more of a nightmare roommate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got out of there.
Safe to say that was the right decision.
Yeah, so that was quite an experience.
How cheap?
Nice apartment, though.
How cheap was that rent that you stuck it out as long as you did?
It wasn't cheap by any means.
Oh, no.
Hey, it was in the country. It was a nice place. Yeah, they called him Tylenol Tom for a reason.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
According to scientists in China, they claim that there is AI pet translation that is actually going to be able for people to use within the next couple of years.
Really?
Yeah, there's a startup company that claims that it can interpret what your dog or cat is saying with up to 95% accuracy.
That's amazing. Ever since the episode of The Simpsons where Homer's brother invented the baby translator, I've been waiting. I was like, babies, pets, animals, we need to get on this. We need to understand what they're saying. I want to be able to look my dog in the eye when it won't stop barking and have it just tell me what I can do to stop the barking.
I don't know. I feel like I've said this before on the show that it's like, I think there's part of me at times wants to know what my dogs are thinking, and then there's other times where it's like, I don't want them to say a word. Like, they see you at your most vulnerable. They see all the gross things that you do, right?
I guess that's the thing, is like, how in-depth is the translator? Because if it's just telling me things like, I need to go outside, or there's a squirrel in the yard, or you haven't fed me in 20 minutes, then that's great. If it's like, I saw what you were doing yesterday, then you know what? Maybe we don't need that in our lives.
Dude, imagine getting ready for dinner and all of a sudden your dog looks at your girl and goes, that dress makes you look fat.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
All right, we've got $100 in Lotto Max tickets for tonight's jackpot online with video game impressions.
We're bringing back one of the classics, a game that stood the test of time, whether you played it at home on a console or those big joystick, the 4 joystick arcade machines. NBA Jam.
He's on fire!
And that was the sound the game would make if you scored 3 points consecutively without anybody scoring on you. It would give you all the power-ups.
That's the sound a lot of people heard before
He's on fire!
they threw their controller.
Yeah.
He's on fire!
One of the best feelings in the world if it's your character, and one of the most like, all right, man, why are we even playing?
She's like, dude, stop putting up 45 on me with Bill
He's
Clinton.
on fire!
All right, if you are not one of our NBA jammers, that does make you a judge. So 762-555, let us know who has the best.
He's on fire!
We go to the text line here, and we will start off with Rocky.
He's on fire!
Ooh.
Boom shakalaka!
Oh, yeah, a little bonus.
Okay, that's
Very
a good
good.
start. We've got Justin here.
He's on fire! Boom shakalaka!
Not bad. Not bad at all.
We've got Robin.
Hi, it's Robin. He's on fire!
You know, we keep getting this on the contest a lot lately, is guys that are too embarrassed but still want to get in for the contest.
They want to play, but they're worried that literally anybody's going to hear
Robin.
them.
He's on fire!
That's what that is, right? Like, he's in the work truck, and he's like, okay, maybe I got a second from the guys here.
But we still appreciate the text.
We've got Mark here.
This is Mark.
He's on fire! Boom chakalaka!
It definitely sounds like someone talking about a game of NBA Jam, but not necessarily the guy.
We've got Tyler.
Hey, I'm Tyler, and here's my NBA Jam.
He's on fire!
Boom shakalaka!
I mean, that's
wow.
That's pretty much it, right? Like, that's a dead on with this.
He's on fire!
It's the best one so far.
I don't want to sound rude, But when you introduced yourself, when you were like, hey, it's Tyler, I could not in a million years have predicted what would come next. That was bang on.
He was on fire. Do you want me to play more? Or?
Give me one more. Give me one more.
Okay, I'll give you one more. This is Alan.
Hey, it's Alan. He's on fire! Boom shakalaka!
So here's what I've realized in asking for one more is Alan did a good job. That was good. And it still doesn't compare even remotely to Tyler.
Yeah.
I feel like we can pack that up.
Ding and a round of applause to Tyler.
Very nice work.
Because he was on
He's
fire.
on fire!
And he gets that $100 in Lotto Max.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Can you send a text to us now? 762-555 like right now. Ask us anything that you want. 762-555 right now. Can you send us a text right now to me and my friend Dalby? Ask us anything that you want. 762-555 right now.
Only as long as it's your milkshake that we're putting out to attract the text to the yard.
Oh, yeah, baby. We've got a lot of milkshake-related questions here today.
You got the people going.
First one says, is milkshake just a soup?
I can't say why it's not, but there's no way it can be.
I mean, it's kind of the same way that you would go about making a soup, though, in a sense.
Would you drink a milkshake out of a bowl? Would you eat a milkshake with a spoon?
Well, did you ever do the thing when you were a kid where you just turned your ice cream like round and round and round and round and round?
Into
like,
ultra soft serve?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think the dumb things I did as a kid should be held in regard today.
I think a lot of the dumb things we did as kids is some of the stuff that we have now today, if you think about it. Somebody else said, is anything with milk a milkshake, or is ice cream the milkshake part?
I feel like it's got to have the ice cream in it. Some sort of thickener? No, because if I say that, then like sour cream would make it a milkshake.
Ew, yeah. I've never thought about that before. I mean, what's the difference between a malt and a milkshake? Is that the same thing? Just different names?
As far as I'm aware, malts only existed in the 1940s. I don't know what a malt is.
I only know I get a malt is when you go somewhere and then they actually give you like the aluminum cup with like the extras. That's when I feel like it's a malt.
Yeah. I'll say this. If you get a milkshake without ice cream, that's just curdled milk and you should send it back. You should not drink that.
Good point. What's another one we got in here? It says, my girlfriend thinks I'm a psychopath because I brush my teeth with hot water. Is she correct? What's wrong with that? I do that.
You do not.
What's wrong with using hot water for brushing your teeth?
I can't put my finger on it. I can't tell you. I don't know that there's any science for or against it. But it feels like something a psychopath
When you
would do.
wash any other part of your body, your hands, you're in the shower, do you use warm water?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Why can't I use warm water in my mouth?
I don't know.
What's wrong with that?
But I don't like it.
I like the feeling of it.
The feeling of hot water.
Yeah. It warms up the bristles on the brush and everything you get in your mouth.
What do you do with mouthwash? Are you a mouthwash guy?
Not really.
Oh, I was going to say, do you heat up the mouthwash?
I mean, I could put it on the stove. Might be nice.
Give it a good 10 seconds Listerine in the microwave before you gargle it back.
I don't think there's anything wrong with warm water brushing your teeth. I think this is just like a personal thing. You know?
Maybe, yeah. I've always been a cold water. Maybe like a little, because sometimes I get sensitive teeth. Maybe a little warmer than cold, but not hot. That just feels weird.
I think we both deserve a round of applause just for brushing our teeth.
You know what? Fair point.
All right, final one here. It says, hey boys, it's Jason here. I was just wondering, if you woke up one morning and it was 1984, what's the first thing you would do?
Oh,
find my parents and tell them to invest in Apple stocks. Straight up, I feel like that's what I do.
I don't know. I'm thinking because I was alive in 1984. I was 1 year old for some of 1984. And the only thing that comes to mind is all of the pictures of me wearing Vancouver Canucks merchandise. And I think I would just go to my house and take it all away so that I couldn't be abused like that.
Oh, really? I thought this was going to go down like a road of like trying to persuade your dad on why he should stay or something.
No, He can go. It's fine. All the times we've talked about my dad not being around, you've never heard me say I miss the man.
Not going to try now.
Want to be a part of the podcast?
Leave a message on the Bad Line.
The Bad Line is the answering machine for the Brock and Dalby Show.
To get the number, text the word BAD to 762-555.
Thanks for listening to the Brock and Dalby podcast.